We grew glass gem corn this year, and it's real beautiful corn. But I'm going to do a test today and compare how it pops with some regular popcorn. I got this bag at the grocery store, real cheap stuff, but I'm going to use a quarter cup of it. I'm going to pop it first, and then I'm going to take some of the glass gem corn off the cob, and I'm going to try to pop some of it. And then last fall I found some ornamental corn at the grocery store, and it's huge compared to the glass gem corn cobs. So I'm going to try to pop some of it too, just to see what happens. I'm strongly considering growing some of it this year, and if it pops at all, I think I probably will. It's real pretty corn, and as you can see, the ears are much larger. But first of all, I'll go ahead and pop a quarter cup of the grocery store popcorn, and we'll see what we end up with. When I harvested our glass gem corn last August, I believe it was, I just took the ears and put them in our detached garage, and that's where they dried, and they've been there ever since. And I'll just show you how I've been taking it off the cob. If you have a better way, please feel free to leave a comment and let us know how you do it. But I just put a little pressure on the ear, and that usually, whoops, one went flying. That usually dislodges some of them, and then once they're started, I just kind of push them off with my thumb. That's kind of a tedious way to do it, but that's the way I've been doing it. And I'll just go ahead and keep it this until I get a quarter cup. What I'm going to do is, after I get enough to where I've got a quarter cup, I'm going to go ahead and put them in a strainer, and then I'm going to wash them off and then dry them before I pop them, because as you can see, there's little bits of corn cob and stuff coming out, so I don't want all that mixed in with our popcorn, so I'm going to wash them off first. Once I took it off the ear, there was a little bit more than a quarter cup. There's a quarter cup, and here's what I had extra. Here's what a quarter cup of the other ornamental corn looks like. And just for comparison, I've got a few kernels of each type. There's the one from the grocery store up there. And then right below that is the glass gem corn. And then right below that is the other ornamental corn. Now we'll pop some of the grocery store corn first. And I'm going to put all the popcorn in these paper bowls just so we can get a good comparison. And the grocery store popcorn filled up to the bowls pretty easily. There weren't too many unpopped kernels. There were a few, but not too many. Now I'll pop the glass gem corn. We'll see what we get. And here's what we got with the quarter cup of glass gem corn. It doesn't even fill one bowl all the way, and there are quite a few unpopped kernels. Well, I can't see them good right now, but I might try to get a few of them out later. But anyway, as you can see, the store-bought popcorn does do much better. Now let's pop the ornamental corn from that really long ear and see how it does. This is how that one came out. I would call that a failure as a popcorn. Some of the kernels popped, but most of them didn't, and I left it on until some of them looked like they were starting to burn, trying to get more of them to pop, and they still wouldn't pop. But here's a look at the store-bought popcorn. It's in those two bowls. The glass gem corn is in that one. And that long ornamental corn with the big ears is pretty much a failure. Now I'm going to taste test some of these and see what I think. As you can see, we got a little carried away with our sampling. We went ahead and ate it all. Anyway, the store-bought was over here. There weren't very many unpopped kernels. The glass gem corn is right here. As you can see, there's quite a few unpopped ones. But the interesting thing about these is even the unpopped ones, like this one here, they're edible. They aren't so hard that you can't chew them. Probably ought to be careful if you got a lot of fillings and stuff like that. And it's the same way with these ones from the long-eared Indian corn. It's not popped, but it's kind of like eating corn nuts. But Tanya said she actually preferred the long-eared Indian corn there over the glass gem corn or the store-bought. She likes the crunch of it, the ones that popped. The popped ones were very crunchy. And then the glass gem corn was somewhere between the store-bought and those. They were a little bit crunchy. But they're perfectly good to eat. I just wanted to do this little comparison in case anybody was wondering if the glass gem corn was any good to pop. And now you know.